My family could only afford to get me the box of 8 Crayola crayons, but I craved the one with all 24 colors. I wanted magenta and turquoise and silver and gold. The thing that gave me the most pain in life, psychologically, and it gave me tremendous pain psychologically, is man's disrespect for nature. I came through folk music simply because it was easy to get into it. Fame is a series of misunderstandings surrounding a name. I always thought the women of song don't get along, and I don't know why that is. My childhood was very difficult. I had every childhood disease and then some, but my parents didn't mollycoddle me. They left me to fight those battles on my own. I guess that was very Canadian, very stoic. But it's good. I had to become a warrior. I had to give up hope and find a substitute for the hope that would be far more stable. Back then, I didn't have a big organization around me. I was just a kid with a guitar, traveling around. My responsibility basically was to the art, and I had extra time on my hands. There is no extra time now. There isn't enough time. I heard someone from the music business saying they are no longer looking for talent, they want people with a certain look and a willingness to cooperate. Eventually, with success, I started to feel more and more isolated, like I didn't have a community of artists. In some ways, my gift for music and writing was born out of tragedy, really, and loss. I come from pioneer stock, developers of the West, people who went out into the wilderness and set up home with nothing but a pair of oxen. I have an aversion to being mislabeled. Here's a label I'd accept: I'm an individual. I'm someone who can't follow, and doesn't want to lead. I'm a very analytical person, a somewhat introspective person. That's the nature of the work I do. You could write a song about some kind of emotional problem you are having, but it would not be a good song, in my eyes, until it went through a period of sensitivity to a moment of clarity. Without that moment of clarity to contribute to the song, it's just complaining. It's in my stars to invent. I was born on Madame Curie's birthday. I have this need for originals, for innovation. That's why I like Charlie Parker. I thrive on change. That's probably why my chord changes are weird, because chords depict emotions. They'll be going along on one key and I'll drop off a cliff, and suddenly they will go into a whole other key signature. That will drive some people crazy, but that's how my life is. Rachmaninoff made a musician out of me. His Rhapsody on a Theme by Paganini was the piece that sent me into raptures. It spoke to me. To me, it was a tender entreaty for the misunderstood. My parents told me I'd point to a bed of flowers and say pink, pretty, before I knew any other words. My style of songwriting is influenced by cinema. I'm a frustrated filmmaker. A fan once said to me, "Girl, you make me see pictures in my head." And I took that as a great compliment. That's exactly my intention.